Shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, I'm going to go into the Lord delivering the elect out of Babylon the Great. All right, now the elect is scattered throughout the whole world, all these different nations, all these different countries. The elect is scattered throughout the whole world, throughout the whole earth. But a large majority of Israel being delivered is going to take place over here in America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, so I really didn't mean to pull up this Ezekiel 37. It was already on the on my Blue Letter app, Bible app, when I loaded it up. But I'm just going to start with this because this was the start of Israel coming together and being delivered. And as you see, it's at the top, it says vision of the valley of dry bones. That valley is America. So the truth started over here and it spread it. It spread it to South America. It spread it to Europe. It spread it to all these other countries. Now we have camps everywhere teaching the same thing, which is also a prophecy in Matthew 24. It says this, the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the earth, then shall the end come. All right, so now the gospel is being preached throughout the earth. So now the end is here. We're in the last few seconds. But Ezekiel 37:1 says, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of dry bones, which was full of bones. Slakia. All right. And caused me to pass them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. All right. So that's talking about us not knowing who we are, thinking that we blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, or whatever, nation that the so-called white man has named us. That's not who we are. We're the Israelites of the scriptures. All right, we're the Lord's chosen people. So now we're understanding who we are. We know who our enemies is. And we know that the Lord is going to deliver us real soon as things get worse. All right, so that valley is talking about America. Now, it's also mentioned as the land of the north. Let me go to this Joel chapter 2. And I'm going to go to verse 20 because this is talking about the U.S. military. All right. This is more proof that the Israelites were gonna be in America or the land of the north during the time of destruction. And just to put it out there, the brother Kashakwala in the Atlanta camp did a beautiful breakdown of this Joel 2:20. All right. And in that breakdown, he showed exactly what areas this was talking about, where the army is going to be led to. And it's pretty much talking about Saudi Arabia, that Iraq, that whole little area over there from between the Red Sea to the Euphrates River. And if you read Revelations, it talks about the Euphrates River drying up to make way pretty much for the armies to go to war. So this is actually going on now, and those armies are going to be over there real soon, getting ready to battle. All right, but Joel 2:20 says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army." All right, so right now, that's talking about the U.S. military. They're going to be put over into another land. It says, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea. It's talking about the Euphrates River, and his hinder part to the utmost sea. All right. It says his hinder part towards the utmost sea. And that's talking about the Red Sea. All right, so he's going to be facing the Euphrates River. So you're going to have armies all over there from different nations getting ready to fight. And what's going to happen when they're over there? That's when Yahushua is going to return, and he's going to destroy these armies. It says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things. So this is Yahushua is going to pretty much draw out these armies to be destroyed, and that's going to break down these governments. Let's go to Isaiah 34 and 1. It says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. All right. Now, if you go back to Joel, let me see if I can get it. All right. This is talking about the nuclear missiles. Well, I think it's Joel chapter 3. Okay, this is Joel chapter 3. In verse 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Jehoshaphat, meaning the Lord's decision, the Lord's judgment. It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, so really that whole section over there, Israel, the whole Fertile Crescent area, the Middle East, hey, that's our land, really the whole earth, because when you read Daniel chapter 7, around in verse 25 down at the bottom, it talks about how everything up under the whole heaven will be given to the saints of the Most High, and they're going to possess it, and also the other nations. All right, so the Lord is going to start by breaking the military down, and once the military is broken down, he's gonna what are they gonna? It's gonna just be chaos all over the place, and those that make it, that survive, the Lord is going to be with them. He's going to come with those chariots. He's going to deliver his people, and the only thing left for these other nations to do is shoot missiles on each other, pretty much on America. All right. So let's go to Zechariah. I'm just going to bounce around a little bit. Zechariah chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, said the Lord Yahweh. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, said the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. And what is the daughter of Babylon? That is America. So that's more evidence, proof that the Lord is going to deliver the elect out of America. All right. But it says we were spread through the four winds, so we're all over the earth. But it says, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. So we're spiritually getting away from this place. Physically, we're still here. Spiritually, we're looking to get out of this place. And that doesn't mean hop on a plane and fly over to the Middle East. It's going to be hella war over there real soon. It's going to be bad over here too, but it's going to be, man, That's where Yahweh Shai is going to come out. He's going to come over there first and destroy the nations or destroy the armies. Let's go to Revelations. Let's go to verse 11 first. Revelations 11 and verse 12. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to the heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right. So we're going to be in the midst of our enemies over here in America, which is the wicked of our own people, and our main enemy over here, which is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. We're going to be in the midst of our enemies during the deliverance. You know, Lord's willing, we're part of that number. All right. And guess what? Right after that, that's when the destruction is going to come. And it says, in the same hour, meaning around that same time, was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. All right, so that's just going into America being destroyed, and everybody over here will be dead. That's left behind. Hey, that's a really frightful thing to see. What you people call UFOs, they think it's going to be an alien invasion, and they're going to be beaming people up, and then as soon as they take off with the elect, the missiles going to come, and you're going to see those that's left. They're going to see this happen. And a more beautiful thing, those that get delivered, they're gonna be seeing the America being destroyed from up in the heavens. All right, and it says, in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. All right, so that's 7 is a completion, so that's a completion of thousands of men. Of course, we know it's going to be way more than 7,000. You know, it's 300,000 something people here. You know, a large amount of those people are going to be saved, which are out of Israel. And it says the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. All right. Then verse 14, the second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly. So this is talking about Third World War, the elect being saved, and destruction coming to America. This is all throughout the scriptures. Let's go to Revelations 18. 18 and verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai had remembered her iniquities. Yep, so this is the Lord telling us we need to come out of this place. Spiritually come out of America. So that's what the hopeful elect is doing now, you know, so we can be part of that number that's in Revelations 11 that I read, 11 and 12. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians. Go down to the end. Verse 16. For the Lord himself shall ascend from heaven with a shout, and the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahweh. All right. So hey, this is, and that's gonna be it's gonna be a terrible time and a beautiful time at the same time. It's gonna be the most terrible thing that has happened on Earth, which are these nuclear missiles going off. and also at the same time, the elect being delivered. It says, wherefore comfort one another with these words. So these are actually comforting words, knowing that all of this stuff that's going on is going to get worse and worse, but the Lord is going to save us out of it. We just have to stay strong, keep enduring, and hey, next thing you know, we're going to be delivered out of this place. All right, let's go back to the Old Testament, the last book, Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right. That's talking about nuclear destruction. And then verse 2, it says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness, it's talking about Yahushua, arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. That's going to be the elect being delivered. And right before that, it's talking about the nuclear destruction. So, for people that don't understand how this is going to end, we were taught that when the end of the world come, everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die, and the good people are going to go up to heaven, and the bad people are going to be in hell. Just like, when they say when you die, when you die before the end of the world, either if you're good, you go to heaven, if you're bad, you go to hell. That came from this devil. That's why we call him the devil, because he does nothing but make up fairy tales and deceive the people. Scriptures don't talk about that. I just read at least 7 scriptures that goes into the elect being saved during the destruction. And it's only Israel. The other nations that make it, that don't get destroyed in this time, they're going to go into captivity. And that also proves that the people that's over there in our land are not the Lord's chosen people. The so-called Jewish people, the Israelis. All right, they go back to Amalek, which goes back to Esau. They're gonna get destroyed in that land, and it's gonna be built back up for Israel to dwell there. So why would the Lord bring Israel in the land, come back to deliver Israel and put them back in the land? That makes no sense. That lets you know that all of the Esau's teachings are off. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I read a few scriptures. I want to get a lot more. As a matter of fact, let me get one more. Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom. I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. So America's going to be destroyed, but Jacob's going to be saved. Israel's going to be saved by way of so-called UFOs. which are the vehicles of the holy angels. Verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of our people shall die by the sword, which say the evil overtake shall not overtake nor prevent us. All right. So a lot of you people that's thinking that you safe, that thinks that you saved now, just like, you know, the Christian church teaches you, you know, you call on the name Jesus and you saved. How are you saved when the destruction haven't came yet? That's really a proud thing to just know that you're saved. Demons can jump on you, and you can, you know, even us in the truth, you know, we can catch demons, and the Lord, he'll take that light from us. It happens. It happened to a lot of people. You know, either I don't know if they're gonna get, the Lord is gonna, you know, give them that light back, and they can call on His name in that time and get delivered, or they just, you know, they just meant for destruction. But hey, it's the destruction is gonna come, the salvation is gonna come, and it's gonna be a huge deliverance out of Babylon the Great, which is America, by way of so-called UFOs. You know, that sounds, you know, out of this world. Yeah, it is, but you know, that sounds like something that most people can't, you know, they just can't digest that. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's most definitely true, and it will happen. We already have all these different sightings. Why do you think all these chariots are showing up, and they mostly in America? They getting ready. They waiting for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah to get them the green light. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I pray this is edifying. Once again, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Dash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us His truth. Peace, love, and safety to the hope for the elect. Shalom.